So hey guys, and welcome to another stream with me, Supernautus of Streets of Rage 4. Yeah, we're back with Streets of Rage 4. Number 4. And what we're going to do tonight, because I'm starting a little bit earlier than usual, and probably going to have to finish a little later than usual, possibly not, but we'll see, is, as I say, we're going to try and play through, if you saw the announcement on Twitter, I'm going to try and see if I can play through with 2 characters tonight on the easy mode. If I play on one of the harder modes, it'll take a bit longer. But also, I want to kind of get through every character and try and up my score on all the easy levels before moving to anything else, so I can get to grips with things. So what we're going to do is we're going to play through on easy with the rest of the Streets of Rage 1 characters. In order to do that, we must begin with Adam. We did Axel, we completed it with Axel. I feel like I can easily do it with the others now, before next time moving on to the Streets of Rage 2 characters, and probably the Streets of Rage 3 characters after that. So for now, let's start with Adam, and let's see how we get on. Yet again, we're back. In the streets. 10 years have passed, and if you saw my first stream, you've already seen all that. We may just skip the cutscenes because we don't really need to see them again, having seen them in the first playthrough. We're just going to fight and complete this as quick as possible. The good thing about Adam, of course, is that I really like that fourth strike in his combo. That kind of side kick there. It's a good way to get yourself through this section of the game without even getting hit. To these stairs without getting hit. It's not an awful lot to learn, really. Watch out for the Galcia with the knife. It's all about timing. Grab a knife. Just give it a throw. And get rid of him too. Knife. Missed. Knife. And again. Obviously we're going to get hit eventually. We're not going to be able to go through the whole game without getting hit. That would be pretty good if we could, but... just turn Galcia away from us while we're dealing with the green signal. And get rid of that guy. Another thing I want to show you as well is that there are actually some bonus little fights that I want to show you. I'm going to move the mic a little bit so that it's not blocking any part of the screen. I'm probably going to get hit here. Yeah, there we go. It would help if I was hitting in the right place there. Ah. See? No point getting excited about not getting hit, because you're going to get hit. Eventually. But not by these guys, usually. Just toss that one away, pick up the new one. Just to make sure we're not having to go hunting for it later. He's going to come for me now! Getting that timing just right is what you need. There we go. Oh, I couldn't catch the jump there. Couldn't catch it there either. Damn. Just get lost. Get rid of these guys. They're going to get hit by a car. They're going to be dead. Smash the car. Takes a few hits, but we get there in the end. So yeah, there's some extra fights that I want to show you obviously as well, as we get to the stages that allow us to do that. Ah, missed. You done? This time. Done now. No trouble. Right. Could he not have hit me before I got the apple? Now we got this guy. I should really have saved that chicken until after I'd beaten him. Go for a little flip. He's going to jump. There we go. Just suggest you stay away from his launch. When he launches, just get ready. Funny how I can do that one time out of however many. Oh, he's going to launch all the weapons at me now. Still missed me though. Here he goes. Easy enough to avoid that attack, really. And then just finish him off with a few punches. There we go. Next. Pop down here. We got a weapon to start off with, so that doesn't hurt at all. Here he comes, old Pockets, as certain people may call him. Ah, damn, electrocuted myself. I usually manage not to do that. This one's going to be a bit annoying, but we got it. There we go. And more down. Oh, yeah. Ah! I needed to get rid of him. Oh, getting electrocuted again every time we move. He got electrocuted as well as that. I really need a healing item right about now. Luckily, we should have one there. And we should have one here too. Bit of chicken. We're good. Back to almost, well, back to full health actually. There we go. He's done, isn't he? Yeah. There's a knife somewhere there, but oh, you got it. We got it. And we're moving on. Okay. Here we go with the boss fight now. So we've got 3 special attacks. We can actually make it 4 if we just go here. It's a cheeky little knife as well. That's what you need right at the beginning, cheeky wee knife. And then some cheeky special attacks. As you can see, the Streets of Rage 1 character's special attacks are all the same. I'm sure there were some slight variations in them in the game originally, but in this particular game, they've obviously not decided to do every one of those. She's going to jump to the middle, she's going to make a massive electrical burst that I'm out of the way of. And then we'll crack her with the last of our special attacks before having to fight her mano-a-mano, as they say. Got these 2 guys to deal with. Smash her in the face with the steel pipe, because of course that's what we do. Ouch. I knew she was going to get me eventually. Oh, you. There you go. A few smacks with the steel pipe ought to do the job. Nah, he didn't keep me down though. I think I did that without losing a life. Good start. Stage is pretty easy though. Next. It's a B rank. Could be better. Could be better. Skip these because we've watched them all already in my first stream. And let's get on with the fighting. Oh, nice. It's both of them down. Start. There we go. Go on, off you go. Next, it's going to be these guys coming out of their cell. rid of them. And get rid of him too. Now the two coming out of this cell. Once you know the patterns, I mean, it does make things a lot easier. Definitely. Is he down? Good. Now we've got the guy with the taser. Now, the situation here is, don't use the taser when you get it off him. Not yet. Not to fight any of these guys. If you accidentally pick it up, throw it away so it doesn't hit anyone. That's the kind of hit you can't get away from. Nice little three-way blow there. Excuse the connotations of what I just said. Right, we're good. Now, the reason you don't want to use the taser, I will show you in just a moment, is go up here. If you don't already know this, it's good to know. Tase the machine, and you get a little extra battle with old Jack from games of old. He's quite easy to defeat, to be fair. He's probably the easiest of the classic bosses to fight. There's like a few of these, including, of course, Mr. X. Because, well, you'd have to, wouldn't you? There we go, so we got an extra star move out of that. That's why it's worth doing those sections. You get an extra star move for the final battle. Do I want that instead of... Oh, but look, it's the classic knife. Sweet. It's not going to last very long, obviously, but... Just have a little bad guy on top of your head for you. You shouldn't stay so close together. Right, now we've got this guy, he's in. However, he's actually quite easy to get rid of, if you know what you're doing. Last time round we had to use... move, now attack again. I couldn't quite do it quickly enough. You see, don't throw that last attack, that's the best way. Swing, and now we've got him, you see? And then finish him off with the regular kicks. Easy. It helps as well, you know, that I've played through it a few times now, so I've pretty much got the pattern of what they're going to be doing. Down. Which is really what you need. I've seen a lot of people complaining that they think this game should have like a block function and... I don't really see why. I find it quite straightforward to take down the enemies. Maybe some people don't, I don't know. You go over there. I just need rid of all the potentially... I just attacked him one too many times. That should be enough to smash his shield. There we go. Sorted. Bit of an apple to finish filling our health. Ah, the damn taser guy. And he likes to, like, thrust halfway across the screen to attack you. But he's not so good once you've dealt with him. Just tase him. And now I can take his taser and I can... not quite quickly enough. And with that guy behind me, it's totally messed it up. Nice. Murphy. There we go. Problem solved. Now we're probably going to lose a life or two in this section, because we don't have to fight these guys though. We could just beat this door down. But, you know, we may as well take down a couple of these guys at least. Trouble is, they're all grouped together in a way that's actually quite annoying. But we got two of them, and we got rid of that. We got away from that guy before it was a problem. We lost a life. Stop picking up these damn things, do you know what? Yeah, just forget about this guy. I can't fight him because every time I'm going to be picking up a different weapon. So let's just move on and fight the Commissioner. Get this over with. Got to use the star moves because, you know, you just shoot. Oh, I missed him. Oh, I got him. That's alright then. And again. They were a little closer than I might have liked. Now he's going to do his... well, I thought he was going to do his little thrust move where he goes across the map, but no. Here he goes. Now he's going to do these little thrusts across the map. Move up, out of his way. And don't let him grab you like that. Now, he's going to try it again. Eventually. Crack him with a taser, gives you a few extra hits. You really don't want to get hit by him too much more. Ow. Sometimes the way he connects seems to be a little bit crazy if you ask me, but... Give him a throw. And finish him off. There we go. There we go. He's not so tough. So yeah, we're going to try this. We're going to try and finish with Adam. We're going to try and finish with Blaze. I should say I have played through with Blaze already. But I feel that's where we want to do. We want to get through the game with every character. And as I say, I'm skipping the cutscenes because if you watch my first stream of this, you've already seen them. And they take far too long. They're a bit awkward. Keep forgetting to do the reverse punch. Well, in his case, kick, should I say. Take this. He walked right into it and it did nothing to him. Crazy that. Missed. Yep, no problem. Just clear that out of the way. There's going to be guys inside here who are going to come. Get rid of one of them at least. You need to go over there. He can go there. Move away. Move back. Pick up the star. All about the stars. Move. Sometimes you can catch that that guy with it. If you do, then it's helpful. And sometimes you get absolutely annoyed by these guys jumping through the air on you and headbutting you in the face as well. But it's nothing too drastic, and this level is very simple. Okay. When he fires his fire, just try and go up and round him like that. And you'll also hurt him with that, obviously, if you do it right. And get rid of him fairly quickly. Which is what you want. get rid of those guys. And I ducked enough for him not to hit me. And we're good for our little old boy style side-on fight. Go on. If only we had a hammer. Oh. Caught by that guy. Not again. Jumping the wrong way, doing my reverse kicks, which I shouldn't be doing. Anything else? Anything else? No. Well, there'll be more guys over here, but... Ah. I didn't time it just right there, which was a bit of a problem. There is actually a way as well, if you kind of rise in your kick when you do it, you tend to hit them a bit squarer. It's not a major thing, but here we go. Boss for this stage, easy enough. Probably the I want to say probably the easiest boss in the game. Because I think she is. I think she is the easiest boss to fight in this game. Especially as those do take a nice bit of damage on her. I think I might miss her this one though. No, I didn't, because she moved into it at the wrong time. Last one, star move again. Get rid of that. No, you don't get to whip your Galcia and turn him into Super Galcia, or whatever his name is. There we go. Have a drink. Oh. That's it. There we go. In fact, if you corner a lot of the bosses, you can take them out really quickly. I found that. It happens even with like Ms. X, Ms. Y at the end. You can sometimes, not all the time, we got an S rank there. Sometimes, not all the time, you can get her so that you hit her when she's getting up. I noticed that more on the PC version though than on the Xbox version, oddly enough. I hate these characters because they've got that stupid jumping kick that apparently they can steer in midair. But it seems like if you catch them as you rise with your kick like that, that they don't actually do that much damage. Strangely enough. And just finish a couple of these guys off with the bat. There we go. Nope. Too early. There we go. Okay. So now, there is another little secret fight here. Go down there. I reject you. Right. So again, there's another taser. Galcia doesn't like kicks in the face, so she'll kick you even when you're underneath and away from her kick. The timing for the recovery from the throws is... it can be a bit funny. And actually that's another thing, you can kick them while they're in the air. Right, so you don't want to... you have to be careful as well. Okay, so there's two taser guys. You need to make sure not to use the taser. And you need to make sure it doesn't disappear off the screen. Helps if you can get rid of these guys quickly. Oh, I got tased as well. Get rid of her. Watch out for the red shield. Let him hit me. Ah. There we go. Much better. I think they've lost their no, they haven't lost their tasers. Thank goodness for that. Okay. I've got 2 tasers as an option. I just need to get rid of these guys. At least one of them's down. You finished? No, one more. There we go. Okay. Change that for the taser and just pop through here. I'm going to lose this life when I do this in this fight because, well, I am. And we get a second fight against Zamza, the kind of Blanca looking guy. I mean, obviously, right? I mean, who else is he supposed to look like? A mixture between like Blanca and Vega, maybe? Because of the claws? I don't know. Take that. We might lose a life against him. He's a little bit more annoying than Jack was. Would have been nice if I'd got the healing item there, but you don't get it in this stage, so... But there we go. Extra star move for the boss. Can't complain. Well, I mean, you can, but... it doesn't have any real basis. Okay, so now we're heading towards the female cop, who's a bit... he can get tased. We're going to have a load of Galsias with glass bottles in a sec. Ah, imagine doing that to me. Let's get rid of the Galsias while you can. Oh! Didn't make that one work the way it should have. Before they do their annoying, you know, the Galsias, you need to get rid of them before they do their annoying... She's in an area I can't get to. Imagine creating areas I can't get to, that's not good. Areas I can't get to, but that they can, I should say. Okay, so... Estelle, not particularly difficult to defeat. Again, once you kind of get her patterns down a little bit. You need to make sure though, if you're using your star moves, she likes to run around a bit and stay out of your way. So now she's going to start launching her ones at me. Do we just move? Now I'm going to just launch my last one before getting down and dirty with a proper fighting. There we go. So you've taken like almost half of her health off. What? See, so you take almost half of her health off by doing that. Easily. Ah. Go over there. There we go. And she's requesting backup all the time. Those things are annoying. There we go. Nope. Oh, come off it. She is quite annoying if you get caught in a few of her attacks. She can be like an absolute pain like that if you don't get a hit on her before she launches one of her attacks. But we did, so it's not a problem. Just another 8 more stages with Adam. B rank, not great, but I'll take it. As I say, we're skipping the... I'm not going to keep telling you, but we're skipping the cutscenes because we already did them in the first playthrough. And now we've got the sludgy slime area. There we go. I'm not going to bother picking up that pipe, because we don't really need it. These guys are going to drop dead because they're in the sludge. So you don't need to worry too much about them. And that guy might put himself... The enemies, at least on this difficulty, and maybe that's one downside to playing on this difficulty, these enemies are pretty stupid. They'll put themselves into environmental hazards quite happily. Well, particularly in this level. Maybe that's intentional, I really don't know, but I mean, they're not the smartest of enemies in these stages. There we go. Next. Move back. Otherwise you're going to get nailed by the... Stay back, and go forwards. Now they're going to come for me now. Well, one of them is anyway. And he can go away. Wait. Burst, go. Normally I'm managing to stop them from getting me, but never mind. Never mind, it's okay. He's not going to be paying attention, I'll give him a knife in the face. I will take the star attack, because why wouldn't you? It would be stupid not to, you know. Now, we don't want to be backed onto that, because he will kick us into it. Given half the chance. So will she, just like that, you see. Oops, sorry, excuse me. And we got them all in one kind of hit there, so that's fine. Just wait. There we go. There's a couple of times I've been doing that recently. I've been launching myself into that all the time. I wasn't ready. You don't get the chance to get ready. You know, that's just a silly idea. There we go. Couldn't get over his fire. His attack still goes on even when he's dead. Which is pretty ridiculous, really. Give him a whack if you can. And another one. And another one. Nice and easy, up we go. Now let's see what happens. In this area we got the guy kicking the toilets again, because apparently you can't just say, "Excuse me, are you almost done?" There we go. Next, there is another fight in this level with a classic boss. It can be a little awkward because sometimes the taser gets launched halfway across the level, especially with these ones when they launch you across the room. Staying out of their way is quite awkward. Nah. Caught me just as I finished the move. Now we're going to have the two guys playing pool, who aren't really an issue. What are we going to do? 8 ball. Now if I can leave... If I remember rightly, it was that guy that we just knocked down that has a taser. We need the taser so that we can get through the... Ah, damn it! I accidentally smashed the arcade machine, which means I can't do that particular battle. It didn't feel very accidental, to be fair. Oh. messed it up. And those pile drivers are just ridiculous. She will connect with it without any warning. And apparently she can go through all the furniture. The good thing is that actually you still get quite a lot of attacks. Quite a lot of special star attacks anyway in this stage. There's actually another one outside. If you can smash up all the stuff while you're fighting Barbon. He's not a biscuit. So yeah, we'll use our specials. The other thing that's good with the specials is they can destroy the bikes and get you the star attack. And then if you just... And they're annoying, they'll just give you a good kick in, a good shoe in, as they say. And one more of these will get him probably to just below half his health. There you go, takes him to his boosted attack. But we can hit him with a motorbike, so that's good. You know, a couple of times we can hit him with a motorbike. Ah, you missed. Ah. He can be a bit awkward. Barbon is one of the more annoying enemies. Because of his attacks, can sweep all the way across the screen, it seems like. That's the biggest problem with him. He can slide diagonally across the screen in ways that other bosses don't quite do. So you end up with... I've wasted that. It's not too bad though. One more hit should do it. There we go. He's annoying, but ultimately not too difficult to defeat. I think we did lose a life, but I regained it through score, so... I'm not too concerned about the ranks, to be honest. Just now. But let's get to Chinatown and let's keep going. Here we go. Now we're going to get the boomerang. Catch it as it comes back. And that's it. And clear the first lot of guys without ever being touched. Ah, get lost. Yeah, do your little triple kick. Won't do you any good. Ah. Nothing's going to save these guys. There we go. These guys are quite easy if you let them jump. You know? Let's get them to stop what they're doing. I didn't get a chance to hit him with the stop sign. Right, let's hit them with the stop sign. Or not. It's really hard to connect hits with this. With this stop sign. Not impossible. Give him a good whack with it. Thinks he can fly, you see? Or maybe he believes he can fly. He's wrong though. Get rid of the big guy as quick as you can. And throw those, it really helps get rid of these guys. As quickly as possible. If we've done it right, we should get some chicken popping out of the oven. Come on then. There we go. Bit of chicken. 2 of them is a pain, but not too difficult to deal with. And Condor lets you get close. Lets you get close really easily, actually, in order to grab him. I recommend a lot of up and down movement if you haven't already worked that out. Side to side, up and down, keep moving, always moving. So you could have let yourself get hit by that if you wanted, by just walking in a straight line. Not a great plan. Get rid of this guy. Watch out for the flames. And Gourmand needs 1 more hit. Get rid of Big Ben. And the 2 of those guys. There we go. I need to watch out for this guy. Come on then. You ready? Didn't quite work out in my favour. I found a way to defeat him quite easily. You can grab him and throw him, but you need to like grab him instantly. And if you've attacked him once, you will be attacked back. He didn't go for his little attack there this time. Just heal up a bit. But yeah, you can pretty much just go up and round him. But if you hit him at the wrong time, he will block your attack. Old Goro. Obviously, when he's blocking, if you hit him, you'll still do damage. So, once he's low on health, it's not too bad. But before that, it can be a bit awkward. Okay, so, Naginata, that we're probably going to get it taken off as on more than one occasion. Especially when they come in with their own. I think he comes from the right, so... Or maybe he comes from either side, I don't know. There will be more nasty guys, but for the most part we can deal with them quite easily. There we go. First floor cleared. Problem solved. You want a couple of katanas? There you go. But finish with the other weapons you got first. Otherwise you just waste it, really. There we go, nice. They just lined themselves up nicely, ready to be hit with a baseball bat. Grab the sword, not that we're going to need it really, the next couple of guys. Sometimes these stage transitions don't work very well, I've noticed that. Seems like you can interrupt their jump kicks if you're quick. Without too much difficulty at all, really. And now we go on to the boss fight with Shiva, which can be a bit of a pain at times, it has to be said. This fight can be awkward if you're not careful. He doesn't have any mobs that join him or anything like that, so that's an advantage that you've got over him. but he does do some pretty devastating kicks if you're not careful. See, like, and he can do some nasty little punches as well. He's not the easiest boss in the game. I think that goes to the lady with the whip on the boat. But he's not very difficult, it has to be said. Now he's going to launch another one of these attacks, which is quite annoying. I've noticed if you defeat him while he's doing one of these attacks, the copies of him will also act like they've been defeated. Now he's probably going to do that again. Not much more to do, just a couple more hits will do it. Sometimes he'll manage to conjure up two of those guys at one time. Sometimes he won't. Really quite an easy fight. Nothing drastically difficult there. A rank, good enough. Next level we should unlock the next character, which I think is Dr. Zan? I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Right, train rooftop. Again, a short stage. And if you don't time it right, you will obviously knock yourself out on the train, on the overhead paraphernalia. Luckily we didn't do it that time. Apparently the cops don't even know about it, they just let it hit them. Oh, let's move out of the way. He should be dead now. Basically just keep moving, the train will stop about now. We'll get another wave of guys before we have to fight the boss. A very short stage. Oh, these guys are annoying. Ah! The taser cops are a little annoying because they can grab you from like halfway across the screen if you're not prepared. Are you finished? Don't need that because it'll be useless against her. Well, it could have been useful against these guys, to be fair. He's got some nasty punches as well. Nah, I couldn't quite stop that. It's alright, we don't lose too many lives fighting, although for some reason, right, all the other ones, taser cops, don't do that much damage. He does tons of damage with that, and now we finally get the boss fight again. Again, it's Estelle, and she's still easy to defeat, really, although she does call in some backup that's quite annoying. Well, the first time I saw him he was quite annoying, but now, actually, it's not that bad, to be honest. Throw it at her. I thought I had more star moves than that. Just finish her, just hit her with this one too, before moving on. And preferably not getting caught by that attack. Now she's going to bring in her backup, the Commissioner, and it gets quite annoying because he does all the same attacks that he did in the first time we fought him. He just doesn't have quite as much health, or at least I don't think he does. Unfortunately, the grenade didn't work in my favour there. A lot easier to throw as well, the Commissioner, in this stage. Sometimes it's easier to get rid of him, sometimes it's easier just to take the fight straight to her. As you can see in this occasion, we are having a little bit more trouble than I usually would. Ah. That is a little more troubling than normal. Just give me a little bit more trouble than usual, but nothing too bad, really. He should go down in a couple of hits quite easily, and then she should too. Bit of an extra challenge, just trying to take them both down, you know. Not just defeat her quickly. No, no, don't be silly. Bit of a bonus there, and not a great rank. But we did unlock Dr. Zan, or Zan, from Streets of Rage 3. So that's good. Yeah, eventually we'll get to Streets of Rage 3 characters, maybe. Right, we need to regain some health in this stage, so we'll just... What's annoying about this character is she will run away. But until she can't run anymore, and then she kills herself with a... that was my mistake, really. And that's going to blow on her. See? Just stay away from it. She'll do it herself. She'll do it herself. Looks like they're very interested in the gold chicken. Or... the chicken... gold? Don't know. Just move back. These people with the flames are annoying. With the variety of bottles of things, to be honest, are annoying. So get rid of them as quick as you can, because they really frustrate the situation. Get rid of these guys quickly. He's not dead. Should do most of the damage you need to do to her. And you can put them down in the puddle just to save you some bother. Too much sleaze. Too much sleaze? I mean, there's a lot of that too. You need to be careful about that kind of thing. You know, you do have to be careful about that sort of thing, certainly, but that's not what I was thinking about. We're not a early 90s Tory politician. No sleaze here. Right. Now. Use that just to put the cat among the pigeons a little. Best option is actually just to get away from them, to be honest. Especially when it's a mixed bag of the types of them, because they will blow themselves up quite easily. Thought that he was going to do something with that grab. He was wrong. Get away from the grenade as fast as you can. That one's down. Just need to get these two now. They are annoying though, particularly in that particularly in that later stage when you have to fight off some of those biker kind of gang people. While trying to avoid their bombs. Some interesting artworks. Not too concerned about them. And there we go. Come on then, buddy, what are you waiting for? Reception's closed. Are we done? No problem. No problem at all. May as well pick it up. If you don't need the health, you could do with the points. Doesn't hurt. There's that giant plug. Oh, there is a taser there. I've not done this one before, so I don't know what this fight is. Let's have a look. It's Mr. X! Which means you have to fight a load of extra guys first. Not a great idea to do this fight, actually. Because I might end up with very few lives left. Now Shiva should come and attack me. The biggest problem with Mr. X, of course, will be his gun. He's quite tough, obviously. In this variation, he's quite tough. But ultimately, we can get rid of him quite easily. See, now he's going to attack us with his machine gun. Tommy gun? Is it a Tommy gun? Kind of looks a bit like one. Actually, this fight's turning out quite easy. Mind you, the early stages of Mr. X often were before he started getting into a routine. You know, once he started... he'd only get one life to try it in. We failed. Never mind. We tried. We failed. Just means this fight will take a little bit longer. But it's not too bad, really. I've got 7 lives too, so... I'm obviously not doing too much wrong. We gained the extra life and we haven't lost it yet, so... And I completely... Oh, I got them, thank goodness. I thought I was going to completely miss them there for a moment. Use the last one, and then it's regular fighting all the way. The great thing about their attacks is if you're behind them, they're not really an issue. Get up. Need to stay away from that. If you can, stay away from the green slime, because it will take off your health really easily. It looks like the slimy one is the one we're going to defeat first. I said about keeping this life, and I'm just about to lose it. Yeah, I was not going to do much about that, really. Good news is you can do that quite happily. And finish her like that. No problem. What rating do we get? It really doesn't matter. Most of my rankings, I think, in this so far on the easy level have been fairly easy. Anyway, Y tower it is with its slidey floor. Anyone else notice that? A weirdly slippery floor that actually isn't really slippery. It feels slippery when you're walking, but then you let go and you don't slide very far. I thought his headbutt was going to finish me, he was wrong. Get your kick off before he does and you'll be fine. We're going to have 2 more of them. One will come from behind this pole. I don't know why, but that was a lot easier to deal with. He didn't even appear this time. He didn't make an appearance. Now, I like using this, however, it doesn't work on everyone, so I just like using that as kind of an insult weapon more than anything else. Nah, I can't quite get away from old Raven there. It's just so Raven, you know? I can't believe I just said that. Never mind. Pretend I didn't, please. Right, so now we've got these Goro lookalikes. Obviously not from Mortal Kombat, because they've got these really annoying 100-hand slap moves that I don't like. See, and they will punish you with it if you're not careful. Take that. They will use it every single time, and if you get caught by anyone else, it will be a real problem, because they're right in your way. And then you've got old Goro himself, who obviously we know can be a bit awkward, especially when backed up by this guy. But luckily he's not quite as tough this time round as he was the first time. Okay, I need some health, because we're about to meet some guys with guns, who are probably going to take my health pretty fast, if I'm not careful. We've got another star move there, which we'll pick up in a moment as well. Hopefully we can take both of them with a hit there. Just to make sure you're not lined up for a shot from him. But otherwise, you know, the guys with the guns aren't too difficult to deal with, but they are quite awkward if you're not careful. Into the elevator. You can get people to smash through the window at the side. It can be a bit awkward to do it. And these guys right at the beginning can be quite annoying. That. Now we'll just pummel him on the head. They will bounce you off the windows as well to try and get you out them. But actually it's just a quick way for you to die too if you're not careful. A very quick way for you to die if you're not careful. Because they will smash you through it if they hit you hard enough. I find the best way to deal with these guys is to throw them, if anyone else has a better option. By all means. Because it seems like his defense is almost impenetrable. One's down. Okay, now we've got a hole in the window, which means we could, if we're quick enough, throw them straight out the side of the elevator, but they can do it to us too. Which is obviously what just happened. And the trouble with doing that is, if they throw you out, you'll lose health, potentially a life. So it's not a great thing to do. I think that's the first time I've managed to break both windows. Go away. Be careful. But he'll go off the side now. And moving on. To Max. Skip that because we don't need that right now. So again, we can do our special moves inside. So why not do it? Why not do them? It's not nice to launch napalm in the house. It's true, it's not. Don't recommend it. He's going to do some quite nasty moves now if you're not careful. His little shoulder charge. Best option is to try and avoid those moves if you can. You can break out of his throws if you're quick enough. but now I'm getting pummeled. Now I'm getting pummeled. He can be a bit awkward to fight, particularly if you corner yourself like I did. I don't think you can knock him off his feet either, I've noticed. Not until the end, at least. You can't even grab him. He can grab you, no problem, but... Right, we're on about the same health. The difference being that if I hit him, it'll take a couple more hits than it'll take for him to beat me. But we did it anyway, with a sliver of health. Good. So there's like 3 more stages after this. Which means potentially we should have room for playing through with Blaze 2 tonight, I would say. Once we've played it with Adam, of course. Finished it with Blaze once, so finishing it with our second time won't be a big issue. That guy always throws that, and every time I let him do it. Every single time. He was about to do it again. Get lost. See, there he is again. So if you're not careful, that guy will throw his thing repeatedly. It's quite nasty when he does. He was going to do it again. Because that's all he seems to know how to do. That's not entirely true. He will attack you. But for some reason he likes to do that move repeatedly. Still, never mind. It didn't work this time. Oh, come on. Get lost. And you go over there. Next. Another throw. That should finish him. Moving on. Now, this is the bit I was saying about with the, first of all, with that idiot with his hammer. Who do you think he is? Thor? But now you're going to get these bikers coming down, and they're going to be throwing bombs at us the whole time. That do not harm these people on the ground, apparently. Alright, once you kill one of them, they come down, and then you can actually get rid of them, rather than dealing with their explosions all the time. Step back, stay back. There we go, and last one, dealt with. But an annoying fight. Not too concerned about them with their knives, because generally speaking they're not very accurate with them anyway. There we go, this guy. Just stick him with that for a minute. Likes to roll around. And he's quite awkward. I mean, both of these guys are quite awkward to deal with. But especially him because of his little bowling ball move that he likes to do. Very frustrating. Okay, next. Let him beat that up because he will hit himself with it invariably. You can keep them at bay a little bit by doing that. That was nice. That was very nice. What? Some kind of unblockable uppercut? Don't think so, mate. Nice easy way to deal with a few enemies at one time. You done? Move out the way, because that's going to hurt. I thought I could get past it. I was wrong. And I lost a life because of that. Damn. Luckily, we can do some nasty damage to them. Ouch. Hammers and just all sorts of throwing and being nasty in general. He hit me as well. Ah, these damn Galcias, but his name's Jonathan, so they decided to trade him up and give him a normal name. I'm just going to switch sledgehammers for the moment. Not that a sledgehammer is going to be much use in this next fight. Really. It's a boss fight. This guy, DJ K-Washi. Now, the one thing I will say in this fight is there's no point using your star moves until you've dropped his shield. If his shield's up, you will just waste it. So there's no point doing it then. If you do it now, you miss him just at the wrong time. So you need to do it as his shield drops. Just nail your attack like this, because if you don't, it'll do nothing. And these people can be quite annoying as well. Because they'll do that to you, they'll throw you across the stage out of his way. But they're easy enough to deal with, really. Although he's awkward because you have to knock his shield down first, and he can keep you at the other side of the stage with some of his attacks really easily. So I got stuck behind him there, which actually seemed to work in my favour a little bit. Not quite what I had in mind for them, but okay. He is an annoying boss if you don't know entirely what's going on. But he's easy enough to take down, really, in the end. Just have to avoid his attacks. I saw people complaining about that boss in particular, and I'm not entirely sure I understand why. It's, as I say, not a difficult fight, really. At all. Right, we're on the airplane, which means we've got this stage and one more to do. I should have known that was going to happen. Some of them, see, don't do that with them. That close to the edge. He'll just put himself off the side without any trouble anyway, so why bother? Get rid of her. Go away. There we go. That's fine then. Didn't have to deal with that fight at all. Now we'll get off this little elevator and move on to the runway, I guess. And this fight's annoying. Can be very annoying because you've got her launching her, see, her little lightning pots, and there's 2 of them. So if you can get through to the other side, throw her and get away, because otherwise she's a bit awkward. Luckily her lightning does affect them, but it's such a wide area of effect that it can be really awkward to deal with. But ultimately these guys are not that much to worry about, really. Don't need that, it's not going to be much use to me on the plane. Might have been useful to me there though. Ah! And then the taser, because that's how it works. That health not going to go amiss. Taser, pain in the ass. These guys are just annoying. And again, let him grab you, your day will be bad. Oh, you like electrocuting people, how did that feel? That's what I thought. Luckily, we should get some health back here before we get on this plane, if I move out of the way. No, we lost the life. You've got to be careful, the timing on that. You have to be very, very meticulous on the timing. Right, now we're going to get attacked by a load of guys here. Let them go. And take him off. There we go. Just blow them up. Get rid of him. Almost. Can be a bit awkward and frustrating more than anything else. Actually, it's not that bad. I mean, get up. Old sand finished. And iron. Sand and iron, that's what we need. That's what we were looking for. And on to the next section. Now, these chairs, they're not actually doing anything, to be fair. If you don't have to destroy them, because they actually electrocute you if you do so. I'm going to float up in the air. There's a star thing there. I need to get him, because otherwise he'll start shooting me and it'll be a pain. Like that. Interesting, we can't use his gun as a weapon. Why shouldn't we be allowed to do that? I'm starting to get quite annoyed now with these characters, actually. I've lost a few more lives than I did the last time I did this stage. I think. Now watch you don't get electrocuted by the base of that chair. Now we've got 3 girls with whips. The one in black is the one you need to worry about most, although they all will do some serious damage if you're not careful. One hit on her should do it. Bit of health. Come on then, what are you waiting for? You waiting for an invitation? Oh, come on. There we go. Problem solved. Now we gotta fight Mr. Y for the first time. It's easy enough, really, to defeat him. I find these are quite helpful initially, as always. And again, we're not going to lose more than 2 lives, I would say, in this fight, if that. Click this first. Now that he's on the ground, he should get up just as it blows. Yeah, nice. Now he's going to have his next level attacks, which are annoying. He's going to be really annoying just now because in a minute he's going to start throwing grenades. But, you know, we're almost halfway through him, but we're probably going to lose this life. Without a doubt we are. Sacrifice the life, it's okay. But he's used that 4 times in a row now. I mean, he can be quite a cheesy boss. To be fair, he can be really annoying because he'll do that all the time. All the time. See, when he's doing this is where he gets to be quite annoying. Just sliding the whole time. Oh, we lost another life, but we shouldn't lose any more because 1 more hit should finish him. There we go. Oh, that was annoying. But here comes the final stage. We didn't keep very many lives on there, and yet somehow I still got an A rank on that. Skip that. Here we go, final stage. Back with the full complement of lives again, because the game decides that it's going to give you full lives at the beginning of each stage for some reason. I didn't quite refill my whole health bar there, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll find something to help me do that eventually. What? We're okay. We're good, but not for long, because now we're going to have to fight a load of these biker people. And they are annoying. One down. Her little charging headbutt you cannot, seems like, retaliate against. But it's okay, we got her. There we go, see? Easily refilled her health. Here she comes. I just don't think that regular old enemies should have such a crazy unblockable attack. I couldn't even... I thought I could time it so I could jump over it, but nope. There we go. Yeah, their attacks are annoying, and in a big group, they will cause you some problems. Now remember what I say about star moves in this stage is wait until the very end of the boss fight. Can we go in? There we go. It's important. I mean, it's not. You could do it without easily enough, I'm sure, but the last part of the boss fight is quite annoying. I need to deal with these guys first, because if I don't, they're going to start pummeling me with gunshots. There we go. Easy. Bit of health. You can take the sword if you want. Gives you a nice little trick to flattening him. That guy usually hits me with that first attack, so I've managed to get past him without too much issue that time. Oh yeah, and they like to catch that weapon. So any weapon, really, these guys in the yellow, they'll catch any weapon and they will throw it at you to be the biggest pain that they can possibly be. This is probably the most annoying one of these guys because there's better weapons hanging around the area. For him to use, but that's about the only reason. In fact, you can often take him down before he's had a chance to really do anything. Old Babbo. I could really do with more health than that. There we go. Next. Okay. Now it's the ninja guys that are really annoying, who aren't particularly tough, but who will use a shield randomly at times. You can often get through these guys pretty fast because they don't take a lot of damage. Drop an apple. That was annoying. There we go. Okay. Luckily, with there being 3 of these guys, you can really use them against themselves. You can really use them against themselves here by using this to your own advantage. They end up bumping each other off the walls, to be honest. Go on. Next. It's pretty much the boss fight coming up in the closing stages of the game. Let's top up on everything that we're not going to be able to get access to afterwards anyway. Now, when we go up here, we get the first part of the final boss fight. Don't use your star moves here. I've said it before, but I'm just going to make sure you know it again. Do not use your star moves here, because there's really no reason to. She's really not that difficult to defeat. Sometimes you can even mess around with her a little bit. She might hit you with 1 or 2 of those. It's not really the end of the world, because she doesn't actually do that much damage with any of those attacks, really. You know, she's quite... I find she's quite weak, actually. Particularly if you can get her pinned like that. Now she's going to do a charging attack, which is going to charge across here. You can leave her alone during that if you want. Here she comes. Just let her, just avoid her like that. I mean, you know, is she that tough when she barely takes off a quarter of your health bar in a single attack? Admittedly, that's on easy again, you know, so we have to bear that in mind, but she's not tough enough to really worry about too much in this stage. Particularly because in the next part you have to do quite a lot. And don't do it when they first appear either. Because you need to wait until at least one of them is you need to wait until one of them's inside the big thing at the end. Really, before you use your star moves. That'd be my suggestion. Blew himself up a bit there. Jumping kicks work really well on this difficulty. Get out of his way. Now he's gonna get into the thing I was waiting for, I believe. Maybe not. Yeah, he does. So now, at this stage, with the 3 special attacks we have, we can do some damage. Eventually. We need to wait a sec. We can do some damage to this robot thing, which should get rid of him, and hopefully get rid of her to an extent as well. See, he's dead now. So now she's going to get into this machine. She's going to do that. And then we just beat the machine up. Which is actually easier. I actually think Adam's attacks, special attacks, might be more powerful than others. No, okay. Get away. Can't get away from that attack, apparently. Not that it matters that much, because one little series of attacks and we'll be finished with her. There we go. In, what, 93 minutes? A little less than that, because obviously we had a bit of an introduction at the beginning. So there we go, Adam. Finished. So what do? We go straight in and start playing with Blaze again, right? There's your finish. Have I got enough to unlock the last character yet? No. Well, there we go. So, that one we've still got. So without further ado, let's just jump straight in. It's Blaze. It's time. At this stage, you know what all the stages are. I don't need to tell you. Obviously we're going to take about the same sort of time I would expect to do this. She has a couple more attacks, but some of them are easy to be interrupted by enemies. Because she has such a long kind of, like that backflip can sometimes get her caught out. But she's pretty quick. So it's not too bad. There we go. Couldn't keep up my perfect record there. There we go. Next. Well, Donovan gone. See, last time with Adam we got hit by that. Nice catch. Anyone else? Get rid of it, it's only useful for one more hit. Easy. There we go. Sometimes that can be a bit awkward. Get rid of Galsy, I saw him lurking there. I want that apple. Can't reach it now. Too much screen taken away. Luckily there's a chicken. There we go. Next. The people that are going to get hit. There we go. Okay, next. I think that's it. There we go. Star move. So we're not going to worry about these extra boss fights this time round. I'm just going to go through the regular fights. Problem solved. Next. There we go, and easy enough to avoid if you know what you're looking for. This isn't. That's quite an awkward thing to deal with, actually, that attack with everything flying towards you. Still, never mind. We're okay. I think he just killed himself there. If he didn't, then I finished him. Dealt with. We know what we're doing here, I mean it's just a case of... There we go. Dealt with him, but not that one. Go away. There we go. Next. You don't have a weapon to deal with these guys that are in here, but it's easy enough. There's one to the right. For some reason he gets me every time when I'm playing as Blaze, I don't know why. Doesn't matter. We still got, you know, 7 lives, and we're about to reach the boss. Now let's get the extra star attack first. I think you can hold 4 or maybe 5? It's hard to tell because obviously the game doesn't kind of share your lives over the length of time. It obviously kind of spreads it out a bit. Right, so one last go on her. And then what we need to do really is... Right, she's going to do her annoying electrical attack. And I'm right in the middle of it now, and there's nothing I can do. Knew it. There we go. And I couldn't quite get away in time. To be honest though, we got an extra life already in the game, so not the end of the world. Although her comboing those attacks is kind of annoying. But a series of one kind of series of attacks should be enough to get rid of her this time. Before she even managed to do her electric attack, you see? Easy. That is obviously the easiest stage to deal with, mind you. Actually, that's not true. I finally got an A ranking on that, and I finally unlocked all of the Streets of Rage 3 characters, including Shiva. So we got all the, I think that's all the unlocks done. I don't think there's any more we can get. I think that's all of them. So now let's just see if we can get to the end with her, with Blaze. Is he done? Good. Back to AEW with you. The great thing is she does have an extra attack in her combo, which helps as well. I think it's an extra attack anyway, but then again she's a bit weaker obviously than the others, so... It's not quite done. Get rid of them while they're looking the other way. Easy. Next. Taser guy, who will tase you near death. No taser for you. Not quite, okay. Done, okay, good. And one more. Appropriate name. Not going to bother with that this time round. If I can get the one we missed before, maybe I'll do that one. The one where I accidentally smashed the thing in the bar. As long as I don't do exactly the same thing again. Right, now we got the guy with the shield. Again, easy enough to take out, as long as you don't lock into your full combo straight away. Get his shield down a couple of notches before you continue to attack it. Because it kind of just beats out your combo by like one blow or something, usually. Here comes another one. I'm just gonna... Now, that's a good way to do it as well. Get him distracted. And you'll be able to take out the other people. And also that helps. Having other people to distract those guys with the shields is definitely helpful. Saves a lot of time. Well, not a lot, I mean it saves time. Right, here comes this guy with his taser attacks. Get rid of the taser. That solves that problem. Just throw his taser at him and it's immediately useless. You see? Immediately useless. Another taser. Could have used that on the guy with the shield, but actually it doesn't really matter. There we go. Okay, take the nightstick, truncheon, whatever you want to call it. There we go. Thought I was just a little bit out on the combo there, but I was okay. Damn, just a little bit too slow on that attack. Almost. Too slow. Done. No point in that. See, the reason that you want to defeat them is that you will get an extra star attack. So it's worth having that. It's worth defeating them for that reason. You don't have to defeat them. The star attacks are useful against this guy though. I kind of wish I'd fought that extra fight actually now. Because, yeah, the fight against him can be awkward. Can be awkward. Not drastically so, but awkward enough. There we go, and take that. We missed. I can't believe I missed him with the second attack. Ow. Here he comes with his slightly boosted attacks. And if he gets you well, he chucks you across the room. Get away from... Damn taser! I wish he'd leave it alone. There we go, got rid of the taser at last. Damn it! I want that damn chicken. Damn. Why is he still alive? I'm not even close to defeating him yet. Almost avoided him. Just move out of the way. He's going to do it again. Just move out of the way. And that's not the ideal combination of hits, to be fair. So that doesn't help. There we go. He can be awkward to deal with. What can I say? Not on this occasion, but you know, he can be. A rank, good. No more leveling up, you'll notice there's nothing else for us to unlock. It's just now what's going to be our scores over time. Like that. And you can have this too. Okay, good. Get out of his way. And that's him dealt with. Just do that. Another one down, and another one. He's annoying with those kicks though. It does seem a bit odd though, you know, you earn your extra lives throughout the stage. And then all that happens is you lose them. It's kind of like, why did I bother earning those lives if I'm just going to lose them in the game? I mean, you could end up with like 10 lives at the end of the game if you're, you know, if you know what you're doing. If they carried over, but they don't. You know, if I played Streets of Rage originally, they obviously would have. I believe. I'm pretty sure they would have. Pretty sure extra lives carried over. The art of being fair, you know? I earned those. There we go, nice. These guys are just in the way. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I did try and mute myself. I don't know if it worked or not. I hope it did. I apologise if it didn't. I jumped too early. Damn it. These guys are a pain. They really are. Not now, Francis. There we go. Dealt with. We're going to lose this life, though, coming up here, I think. Because this is only going to last maybe another 2 or 3 hits. Oh, but we've got another one there if we can find it. That last guy you need to be careful of, because it can be a little bit awkward to hit if you don't time it just right. Here comes the next boss. Quite easy as usual. No trouble with her. Or her hulked up Galcias. She thinks she's so clever, hulking them up. But she's not! She's wrong about that. That's what I say. She's wrong. Or maybe I am. I don't know, you decide. She's actually quite easy to get because of her positioning's just not great. Especially, I think it's partially to do with the room size, to be honest. Just a little bit too small for the boss to get any movement in. I'm not going to discuss the things that are lurking in the background of that scene. There we go. An A rank. It's good. Skip that. You know why. We discussed it already. So yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take me to obviously get to the end, but I think we've made good time so far. How does she steer that in midair like she knows where I'm going? Down the hole. I didn't quite send her down there, but that one went. Is that it? Good. She went down, good. The more you can send down the hole, the easier it becomes, right? Ow. That was a well-placed blow. Sometimes they just really are quite annoying. Other times they're easy to deal with. One baseball bat destroyed. That one should go down there, and then you go down there too. Oh no, she went to the other side, but she died anyway. Ow! Another baseball bat shot that was well placed. Ah! Couldn't quite land the recovery on that one. Down you go. Good stuff. Here we go, now we've got some police. Damn tasers! I hate them. Get him! I lost a life because of the stupidity of the way this is laid out. And that guy's actually managed to recover his shield because nobody's clever enough to knock it out of his hand, apparently. Get lost. Right, is he dead? Good. Because these enemies are apparently too worthless to realise how to defeat him. There we go. Oh shit, I don't have a taser, so I can't do the taser bit. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I wasn't going to do it anyway on that stage. Take that. Ah! There. Dealt with. Seem to be having some real problems with Blaze right now. Oh, it's that area where you can't get them, but they can grab you. Which is really annoying, and I noticed it last time, and it was annoying then, and it's even more annoying now. Okay, I need this health that's here. That wasn't the greatest of starts, it has to be said. That is, at least we got the health back before she took the life. Not that she's going to be much use at doing it, to be honest. She doesn't last that long against us anyway. As long as we get her before she starts... I mean, she was bound to call in her backup regardless. Nasty. There we go. Bit of a bottle hit, that'll be good too. I have to admit to not having as much fun playing as Blaze as I do with the others. At any point, really. And now she's going to bring in other cops. Because she's a coward. Can't fight me toe-to-toe on her own. and apparently doesn't get hurt by bombs dropping on top of her head. It's okay. 4 more lives left and she's not got that much health, so... Really? There we go. Oh, I just got juggled across the screen. She is annoying. But, you know, so what? So what? I mean, yeah. That too. Not the best I've ever done on that stage, it has to be said. At all. Skip that. So, what are we, about halfway through this playthrough? Well, ish. There we go, that's him dealt with. Next. Just stay away from them for a little while, they'll probably drop dead. It's so easy to deal with them in that stage. Any more snappy comebacks? Damn. There's some awkward sequences in this, without a doubt. But these enemies do get on top of each other quite easily in this section of the stage. Like, really easily. Ouch, I forgot about that. I forgot where I was standing. Come on then, are you coming or not? There we go. Now just let him camp. And the other one. Problem solved. Let that happen. Cool. Well, that had to go as first, didn't it? There we go, just wait for that to dissipate. Damn you. There we go. Luckily we had an edge to get the other guy off as well, so that was good. Go over there, get hit by that. Problem solved. Anyone else? Anyone else? Nobody. Good. Let's do it. Yeah, the problem is you've got additional guys that are fighting here. Oh, he catches the weapon if you throw it to him. So don't throw it to him. The good news is if you're in the middle of a throw, his fire doesn't actually count. I should say it doesn't hit anyway. There we go. Dealt with him easily enough. Admittedly with repeated throws, but you know, it works. Does the job. Can't complain. Next, that's this bit. Okay, if we can get to the boss fight that's in here, we will. As long as I don't mess up by smashing the arcade machine too early. Ah! hate these. It's these bikers are the worst, I think. Like the actual worst enemies to face. Especially when you've got like 5 of them fighting you. It's atrociously bad. Otherwise, the game, I enjoy the game very much, but these enemies, these particular enemies, take a lot of health off you because you cannot do anything to counteract that headbutt. Unless you catch them just before they do it. What were we going to say? 8 balls. Never mind then. No, no Ultimate Warrior style combat this time round. But I mean, you can get up to 5 star moves in this level anyway. And 4 of which are just lying around in regular places in the game. Bounced off the pole, of course it did. And then the old unblockable pile driver as well, just for good measure. You done? Now she is. Got some cash there at least, but it would have been nice to have got the star move too. Let's go. Okay, so we got Barbon now with his friends, the bikers, unfortunately. Now let's get started with the old special attacks, because that's how we tend to deal with them. And we've got the 4th now. Oh, you silly man. And again. Should get rid of his friends at least. Bit of a bike engine. What would you say? Is that a bike engine that you've just given him across the ribs? There we go, that's that part of the fight done. Ow. Ow! Apparently you can... Wait, I was in the middle of an attack there. Yeah, you got... Your biggest problem in it is that... that obviously the frames of animation can be so tight in terms of how you beat them. But there we go, Barbon's down. In the end, not so difficult really. 6th stage, halfway point. Yeah, B rank. Very nice. I'll have to have a quick look at once we've done all this and just see what my overall rankings, highest rankings on each of the levels are so far. I think it should be mostly A's. Overall, obviously with her. Catch it, throw it back. Done. Okay, next. Okay, we're good. Nah, not with your little triple kick thing. Take that. Oh, you weren't so tough there, Francis. Take that. And this. There we go. These guys are a bit awkward to use weapons against, so sometimes it's better to wait till you've dealt with them before you use the stop sign. It helps. There we go. Stopped her. Improper use of road signage. Right, come on then. Do your little floaty jump that apparently I can't avoid the first time you do it. I hate this guy. I actually hate him. There we go, problem solved. I think I hated that character in older Streets of Rage games. I hate him in this one too. Because he's just a hateful human being. He just really is. Simple as that, really. That's him dealt with. Right, the old Galcia's trying their best to, well, get up to their usual tricks, really, let's be honest. Sneaking up behind you. Always sneaking. He doesn't get up quickly enough, does he? Oh, tougher than some of the others we've faced so far, at least. But in the end, not really. Right, so we got the two big guys over here. Oops. I made a bit of a mistake with the way I was using him there. There, he's gone. How? I mean, you're supposed to be fairly indestructible when you're doing a throw. Do you know what I'm gonna do, just because I want it out of the way? There we go. This can be a bit of an awkward thing in your way in this stage. Just the throws. Okay, we're good. It's the best way to beat him, to be honest. Because doing regular attacks on him just will not work, generally speaking. He'll punch you halfway across the screen before you've had a chance to really use it. A throw is the way to go with him. There he is, gone. Next. And now we've got groups of enemies to fight. First of all, this guy. Anyone else? Ah. So close, I've managed to pretty much stop them all. Yeah, we're going to lose that extra life that we gained. It doesn't really matter. Because, I mean, you're going to lose it at the end of the stage anyway, right? You know, that's the trouble. These extra lives that you can gain by, obviously, gaining your score. Just going to switch for the baseball bat. Oh, I'm kind of, yeah, I mean, if the trouble is... I'm just trying to kind of finish off at this stage. How do I... Because I have just set this up as a single player game and I was just planning on kind of getting through it, but I don't think I'd have to start a new game. One sec. Yeah, probably. I've not actually played this online with anybody yet. Unless you set up a game and I can join you, I mean, that's another option. Got distracted from what I'm doing now. Yeah, if you want to set up a game, I can join you, certainly. And now I've just completely distracted myself. Completely. Sorry. Okay, we're good. But yeah, I could play with you if you wanted. Okay, I'm having some problems with Blaze right now. Especially with these guys. Why am I having so many problems all of a sudden with these guys? I never... What's going on? Right, we're getting there. The bosses are right now, so... Here he is. Old Shiva. Okay. We can beat him easily enough, but I don't understand why we lost so many lives. Or so much health fighting those guys there a minute ago. I mean, I do know I got hit lots. Oh, come on. I just missed your comment. Spotted your comment after you said it. I'm sorry, I would have played. Oh, he's annoying. I mean, he isn't, and he is, because he's usually not too difficult to defeat, really. I mean, look how many shots I've managed to get in on him there without any answer. Now he's tripling up on me, look. Because he can't defeat me normally. Ouch. Not so good. Look at him, he can just stay away while everyone else annoys me. Oh, we're good. Ah! There we go. Problem solved. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. If you are still there, let me know. Okay, well. Another one down. So, another short stage now, the Sky Train. Which, again, is usually very easy. Right, ready? Good. Good start. Not a bad beginning. Start as you mean to go on, right? Nice. Managed to jump it again. That was surprising. Normally, we don't have a lot of luck with that. Time to stop. Are you done? I hate these people. I absolutely hate these people. Oh, come on. There we go. Wow, that took out a lot of health. I don't think so, mate. Oh. Went back and got his taser again. These taser guys are probably the worst. But if you get rid of the taser, he's not so bad. You see, once you get rid of the taser, he's really not that difficult to defeat at all. Ah, I didn't dodge it quickly enough. Oh, you want your taser back, mate? Take that. Just lost a life, giving him his taser back. Ha! Oh, I just walked right into that, didn't I? There we go, problem solved. Now we got to fight the boss. Probably the most awkward. It's not that awkward, to be honest. I'll just ignore your grenade, thanks. Take that, and then let's keep going. Don't think so. There we go. Oops. Just gonna call back up in a moment. Probably about now, actually. Yeah, here it comes. Oh no! Damn it! It's the grenades that are the most annoying thing, I think, that she does. The grenades in this stage. Now, with Blaze, I think the best thing to do is try and just get her knocked down as fast as possible and try and just avoid the Commissioner unless you really have to defeat him in this stage. Because